In August 2016, just over a year ago, a few of my close friends and I were sent to Budapest, Hungary. Me, Tom, Eddie and Max were heading to a strange place to do the impossible. Write, prep and shoot a sketch on location with a very limited time frame. The script even being rejected as we touched down. But this isn't a story about a few close friends beating all odds, returning triumphant and closer as people, despite how dramatic and interesting that might be. This is about the memory of those few days, and how over time that memory changed. And why that's okay. You see, I've been fascinated by memories for as long as I can remember, which is ironic. Always grasping to collect as many as I can and never letting them go. A shared memory can bring us closer as people and create nostalgia for a simpler time. One bad memory can even affect you for a lifetime, like the thorn in the lion's psyche, if that even makes sense. As I became more and more enamored by the idea of memories, I started catching myself creating them, already reminiscing about a time still right in front of me. A surreal existential event that washes over you, even if just for a moment. Back then, I was unable to properly put together the words to even describe this feeling, until I came across something that unlocked this tongue-tied symptom I was suffering. A unique little French word I had no idea existed. Déjà vu, a word we all know. The feeling of having already experienced the present situation. What I didn't know was it had a home-brewed sibling. Devu, seen from this point forward. The feeling of one day looking back on this very moment with different eyes. As if looking over your own shoulder, years from now, reliving the memory taking place right in front of you. You see, as I watched the sunset, the cold air biting at my cheeks, surrounded by a crazy Viking village, a place out of time and reality, I saw myself looking back at this, remembering how I felt right there in that moment. The surreal peace of mind mixed with a sense of awe. What I didn't see was the shadow, the grief. 1 week later, I would lose someone I loved. Before I left, we fought. A spat that caused cracks. If anything, I was happy for the escape. What I didn't know was that fight was a death cry. It was already over. You see, time gives memories context. They're not written in stone. They change as we do. At first, this scared the hell out of me, terrified of pushing Jenga pieces to protect my own nostalgia. But change is not just inevitable, but one of the greatest things to experience in this life. The fact is, time never took anything away from me, just strengthened the foundations of it all. A whole new, fuller memory to eventually look back on. New context creating something bittersweet, the most human of flavours. Which sounds creepy and disgusting reading this back. For better or for worse, this newfound context will create something more than I could ever imagine. Now, as I catch myself in a moment of déjà vu, I loosen my grip, just a little. An understanding that time will recontextualise and ultimately change memories like these. And that's okay. Oh, I also learned a new word while I was there. Sammy, what do they call a wooden spoon in Hungary?
Tonight.
Fucking hell.